Hey friends, welcome back to the Content Creation Challenge. My name is Elena Mutunono. If you don't know me, I am a coach and I help online language teachers and coaches build smart and sustainable businesses that can impact people with their message of change and that are actually pleasure and fun to run. Isn't that amazing? Right now, the community that I started 5 years ago for online language teachers and coaches is open for enrollment. You can click the link in my description and sign up. This is a great opportunity for you to connect with other online language teachers that are on the journey with you and also get access, lifetime access to materials, online courses, monthly challenges, and group coaching sessions where we get really deep in the work that I'm doing right now and see how we can apply it to ourselves so that it changes the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act, and the results we are getting. Today, I'm here to talk with you about the story arc. Why is it important? What is important about a story arc that you need to put out there to connect with your ideal client so that in the future they can, become your student or they can sign up for coaching. Right now, they're not your um, ideal client yet, but they might be. And you have already investigated and looked into what this looks like. And now we are going to explore the storyline. Why is it important to look at the story? What is the story and why does it matter? Now, when I first began teaching online, I felt like it was enough to just go and share some tips from textbooks. I felt that it was enough to share my own take on each of the rules that people were struggling with, and hopefully that would attract people to me. And it did attract some people, but it was more a transactional relationship, not so much where people felt in their hearts that this is for them. This is for me. I need this. This is something that you want to inspire through your content. And if you're wondering, is it possible to even do that? I want to tell you that it is possible. And it's important to understand how storylines work, how not only your client feels about certain things, but the journey of your client. And when you're able to put in your content where your client was in the past and where they want to go and how frustratingly difficult it is to get there, and that you're able to help them move along and support them on the journey, this is where people actually trust you to help them achieve their goals. Not when you're putting tips or words of the day on social media, but when you're actually helping them move from one place to another. And so one of the things that I recommend that you do for the story is we first start with your ideal client, and maybe you can start with you if you are not entirely sure where your client is. They're on this journey right now, and they are wondering something is not working for them, and they are wondering, how can I make something better? Okay, so they have all these questions about how will my life improve if I do something different, right? And this is where they bring their own storybook. And because we are language teachers, we know a little bit about the storybook that they have. And the story of learning languages for them, maybe it's hard. I can't for one reason or another. It's difficult. I am not cut out for this. I'm born to struggle. And all these thoughts actually make them stay where they are. And behind them is this, these thoughts are like this scary monster that is trying to keep them exactly where they are. And they can't move forward. Here's this big monster. And this big monster keeps them from moving forward, right? Because if they continue thinking these thoughts, they will most likely feel disempowered by them. And they just feel like there's no way around for them to move past. And this is where you come in as a content creator, and you take them on this journey and you show to them how, because that's what they think. They think, okay, this is my only way forward. But you come and you show to them where they can go and how they can get there and what they're going to be like in the future when they come with you and when they learn with you, whatever tools you have. Maybe you have a podcast, maybe you have videos, okay? And through that, you are constantly helping them rewrite the story. You're rewriting the story in a way that is more empowering. And you are connecting with them and building connection through vulnerability in your own story. You're sharing your own experiences on the journey. And as this person taking one tiny little step after another, they are able to overcome the scary monster and get to a new place where they're more empowered. Yay, I made it. And they have their own little big banner that tells them, I did it. And your content here is actually the content that allowed them to make this journey to a new place and to even face their giant, because they will see the giant, but they will understand the giant can still be there, but they can continue moving forward. And so for you as a content creator, you need to decide and think about and ask yourself these questions. Where is your client now? Where are they now? What is their struggle right now? Okay. What is their story? What does the monster look like? What do they need to think to move forward? What do they need to think to move forward, to find a different way, to find a different path? What is their dream? Connecting your ideal client to their dream will help them keep moving forward and keep rewriting their story to where now it's a new story and it no longer feels disempowering. Okay. So I'm going to quickly color this in. And as you are coloring this in, maybe you will think about your own client and where they are right now. How are they feeling? Usually, if they are thinking kind of difficult and disempowering thoughts, then they feel it. So disempowering thoughts are dark. Okay. So they feel it, and that's why their clothes are also like sort of colored from the inside, in the same color that their thoughts are. And now in the future, they have new thoughts, and you help them discover this new reality and believe in this new reality through the content you will create. Okay, this is their new story. This is their old story. Okay, and this is the big ugly monster that just keeps telling them that they can't do this. What are some of the stories? Consider some of the stories that your clients or even your audience, they're telling you, oh, I don't think I can do this. This is too hard for me. My life is difficult. It's easy for you to say, but for me, it's different. Okay. The scary monster, I'm going to put a little bit of red, and now it will all make it into this big, greedy, bloody mouth. But you, with your content, you are able to create this path for them so that they feel empowered again. And so in the content, you want to always remember this journey, the story arc from the disempowering belief system and feelings to the new future where they can be. And every single piece of your content, and that's why content consistency is so important. If you only post something once a month, it's not going to be enough for the person to be consistently making progress. You need to have content that actually engages with your audience on a regular basis, because a new idea, if you just drop it once a month, that idea is not going to stick. They will go back to their old ways. But if you keep sharing every single day and showing up, they keep believing that what you're telling them is actually possible. And the content in this sense is no longer just a transactional, here's how to use this verb or verb tense or this word or this phrase. There's something more packed into your content. And what you pack in your content is this idea of the moving away from disempowering thoughts to a new empowering reality. And if you show it to them that it is possible, then they will trust you and they will work with you. But you need to show up, number one. And number two, you need to experience that same transformation, going from the disempowered self to the empowered self. And the question is, how are you currently doing that? And I want to invite you with that to the Smart Teachers Library. the enrollment is now open, you can consider and change what you're thinking and how you're feeling so that you can become the person you want to be before you even get there. Because the feeling that you think you are going to feel after you achieve this goal actually is the feeling that you need to cultivate to get to that goal. And you can do that. You can do that with the support of a community that is on the same journey. And this is what our community is all about. I hope you join us. There's amazing bonuses for those who join the first week. And there's a lot to discover with the lifetime membership option. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you a beautiful day.